Hi, second grade. Okay, so I am covering my face because a lot of you don't know this about me, but I wear glasses sometimes, and today I am going to wear glasses because it just helps me look at the computer more easily and it doesn't give me a headache. So today we are going to read Just Like Josh Gibson, and that is in your Reading Street book, so you are going to have to go find that. And when you have it, turn to page 368. Okay, page 368. You can maybe pause this video if you need to find the page and then play the video again when you're ready. Okay, follow along with your finger. Just Like Josh Gibson by Angela Johnson. Oh, by Angela Johnson. That tells me that she is the author of this story, the person who wrote the story. Illustrated by Beth Peck. Illustrated. That means that she's the person who made all these wonderful pictures. And you know what? We are actually going to be looking at the pictures today to help us figure out what is going on in the story. Let's read on the bottom. Genre. Realistic fiction tells about made-up events that could happen in real life. Look for things that really could have happened to a little girl. Okay, we're going to think about that. What are some things that could have happened to a little girl? And you guys know all about realistic fiction because you've already written realistic fiction stories before. I'm looking at the question of the week. Why are sports traditions important in our country? Now look at that picture. What sport do you think this story is going to be about? It's going to be a story about baseball. And you know what? This story happens in the United States, but baseball is actually super important in our country too, the Dominican Republic. And I know that a lot of you are Águilas fans, but I'm sorry to say this, it's going to hurt you. I am a Licey fan. Yep. Okay, here we go. Turn the page and follow along with me with your finger. Grandmama says there's nothing like baseball. The story goes. Josh Gibson once hit a baseball in Pittsburgh, that's a city in the United States, so hard that it didn't come down. My goodness. The next day, he was playing in Philadelphia, that's another city, and the ball dropped out of the sky right into a fielder's glove. The umpire pointed at Josh and said, "You're out yesterday in Pittsburgh." Oh my gosh. Grandmama says her papa showed up on that same day, the day she was born, with a Louisville Slugger and a smile. He said his new baby would make baseballs fly just like Josh Gibson. So, Grandmama's papa threw balls to his baby girl in the early morning dew. Those summer days were like magic as the balls sailed away, gone. Now think, is this realistic fiction? Is this something that could actually happen to a little girl? Yeah, she can be playing baseball with her dad. That's true. But girls in the 40s didn't play baseball. In the 40s? Oh my goodness. That tells me that this story happened a really long time ago. So I wasn't born in the 40s. Your mom and dad were not born in the 40s. And I'm not sure how old your grandparents are, but I don't think they were born in the 40s either. Maybe they were. I'm not actually sure. Anyway, let's continue. They weren't supposed to take the fields with the boys or have batting dreams. So even when Grandmama got bigger, she still had to stand outside the fence and watch her cousin Danny and the Maple Grove All-Stars batting away. Oh, and look at the picture. There's the team. There are only boys on the team. There's Grandmama standing on the other side of the fence, wishing that she could play baseball. Turn the page. But every now and again, when the team was just practicing, they'd let Grandmama play too. Then Grandmama would step up to the plate hit the ball, and watch it soar. Grandmama says Danny would imagine he was playing with the Dodgers. It's a baseball team. But she was always Josh Gibson playing for the Grays. It's a different team. Wearing the team colors and hitting away. Grandmama says she would play all day with everybody saying she could do it all. Hit, throw, and fly around the bases. But too bad she's a girl. Too bad she's a girl. Until 2 days, hot days after the 4th of July, Danny hurt his arm sliding into second, and there were only 8 All-Stars. That afternoon, the team looked to Grandmama, pink dress with a white bow, and Danny's baseball shoes. Okay, pause right there. I want you to actually look at this picture. Do you see Grandmama? She's wearing a pink dress and she's got the white bow. And then look at her shoes. She's wearing the baseball shoes. And Grandmama says as she went to the plate, she remembered. Baseball has always been early morning dew and sunlight, hitting balls with her papa, and standing behind the fence, watching the boys play. Okay, let's remember this is realistic fiction. So could this happen in real life? Maybe there's a team of just boys playing, but they need one more player. Could they actually call a girl in to play? Yeah, of course that could happen. Turn the page. The story goes, Grandmama hit the ball a mile that day, caught anything that was thrown, and did everything else, just like Josh Gibson. Oh, look, and they're even carrying her up in the air because she did such a wonderful job. As she hands the ball to me, she says, "There's nothing like baseball, baby, and I couldn't help but love it. Especially that one time I got to hear the cheers. Hear all the cheers while stealing home." So here in this picture, she is already an old person and she's Grandmama. She is telling her granddaughter the story about when she was a little girl and she played baseball. And if you look closely in that one picture, you can actually see her wearing her pink dress along with the rest of the team. Okay, that's it, friends. Bye!